Once we've downloaded and installed the HTML kit, the first thing we need to do is to set up our preferences. We do that by going to Edit, Preferences, Help we can leave alone, File associations we can also leave alone, Actions, the default settings are fine. Drag and drop downloads is useful, so we'll leave that on. It means we can just drag from Explorer into the HTML kit. We can change our upload case information. Proxies, if we have a proxy server, we insert the address and the port number, username and password. I don't use proxies. Author, I can insert my name and my website or home site, and also my email address, which will all be inserted as meta information into the documents when we tidy them. We have our auto detect, which detects any external programs so that we can jump between them. Miscellaneous settings, have a look through them if there's anything you'd like to change. Maximize documents on opening I prefer. Automatically start validating dropped files. That's okay. Limit to a single HTML-kit instance we should leave on. Do check to see if HTML-kit is the default editor. Detect our browsers and also detect our programs. And here, insert following text into new documents. I'll insert my template document, which is in the xHTML folder on the CD, and every time we start a new document, this information will be placed within it. Show hidden characters. I prefer cursor beyond end of line is not very important. Using the tab character and smart tab, we should test that to make sure we have it set up okay. Sometimes it can be set up to use space characters instead of the tab characters, which I find rather annoying. The save is okay at its default. We can choose to save a document before previewing it. Printing's okay. Proofing's fine. These are the colors that will be used so that we can identify different elements, attributes, and values, and also JavaScript within our document, so we can change the colors. We can even add text styles to it if we wish. Autocomplete is a very useful feature. It means that we begin to write our element and then it's auto-completed for us. If we wish to create a new one, and here I'll edit the shortcut value for paragraph and set it to have not closed the tag yet, though it is actually safer to have closed the tag, because then if we wish to add an attribute value pair, it won't autocomplete. So be careful with your autocomplete settings. These straight lines, as you can see here, is where your cursor will appear once it's auto-completed. And we can also insert breaks, as you can see here, which is shown by this character, which will be inserted into the auto-completed text. Now for my tidy, put your input at default and your output at xHTML. Character encoding should be set to ISO Latin. Add your XML declaration. Do convert your marks to unquote and ampersands to and amp. Don't convert attributes to uppercase because we'll be working in lowercase. We can also convert the legacy italic and bold tags to emphasis and strong. And we can control whether 127 entities are converted to characters or not. And control indentation. I like to set the generator meta tag to HTML tidy. We can also auto upgrade to style sheets. The list goes on. If you should have problems, and I haven't come across any, with the warnings that occur within the auto tidy feature, then you can turn them off here. Also within our format, set everything to lowercase, not uppercase. We can also specify what our colors, and I'd like to set them to hexadecimal 6 triplets. And then click OK, and it'll save your preferences. And so if I now create a new document, it has the auto-inserted text. The kind of problems that I was talking about in regards to the tab character is this. When I press tab, we have many tab characters entered. And I personally prefer to simply have one. So in setting up our tab character, we go back to the preferences, and it really is a process of testing it to get it to work the way we want to. So we go to our editor, turn off Smart Tab, turn off Optimal Fill. We want it to fill one column. Tab stop we can increase, and I'll keep it about 5. Say OK, and we can now test and can now see that every time I press the tab character, it does 1. So what we should end up with in our preferences is use tab character, smart tab off, optimal fill off, column set to 1, and tab stop.